Good, good. Okay, joined by Florida Atlantic head coach John McCormack. Coach, we just congratulations on advancing. We just get your thoughts on the game, and we'll open up to questions.
Thank you. I thought it was an interesting game. I thought we played trying to protect something that we didn't have, right? In a way, we got off to a slow start. Nick Wimberly got off to a really slow start. And Zach kind of cooled it down, and then that got a little hairy. But the relief pitching was really good, and I thought the offense was not good except for the home runs. We got away from the game plan from the first hitter, and I guess that's poor coaching. But the home run saved us, and we've done it, we've hit a fair amount all year, so it was a little unexpected, but it was nice. I feel for Rice. I've been in that situation before. It's a tough way to end, especially Ben Shosheim. I know he's had a great year, and that's a tough pill for him to swallow. But I'm glad we've won and advanced and moved on. And that's at this time of year, that's all that it's about.
Okay, take questions, please. Use the raise hand feature. And we'll go to Andrew Riddell, please.
Coach, talk about John Schroeder's just impact moving into that top half of the lineup with the absence of Jake Dewar this back half of the season.
John, from probably game 20 to now, has been our savior. He started to heat up before Jake got hurt, and then we had to move him up when Jake got hurt. He's been phenomenal. He's hitting 280 with 17 home runs. If you would ask me that in the beginning of the year, I would have said there was no possible way. He got off to a historically bad start for a senior, and he's rallied. And this is his team, and he's done a really nice job of picking us up when we need it. 2 weeks ago in New Orleans, we're down, and he hits a grand slam to put us up by 2. So it's something he's done all year. So I'm happy for him. Senior years sometimes get a little hairy for guys because they know the end is near and they try to do too much. And maybe that's what he was guilty of early. But I thought he's calmed it down, and he's really become a leader and a force within the lineup.
Coach, last time you saw this Rice team was, kind of the end of March, and maybe feasted on the bones a little bit of a team that was reeling at the time. How much different did they appear to you this time? And what was the message to your team going into that?
Well, of course they're better. When we played them first, I think it was David's first game. I'm pretty sure it was David's first game. I think he'd been there for one practice, maybe 2. And then they're certainly a little bit more cohesive than they were back then. But they have some good players. Boca Chica's had a great year, and Blaze Brown has had a really good year. Rank has had a good year. The catcher's played phenomenal. We're going to get that right, and Rice is going to become Rice again. I believe in David. So I thought that was a good win for us. I know if you look at the record, it doesn't reflect it, but I thought they've played really well down the stretch.
When you look at today's game, you touched on it earlier. At one point, I think pretty late in the game, you had 3 hits, but they all happened to go over the fence. I mean, how much is those timely hits and the effectiveness of those with what you show up at the top?
Yeah, we got the break. Guys had good at bats there. Walk, 9-hole leadoff, and John Martinez hit an 0-2 pitch into center field, and guy kind of lost it in the wind, sun, dropped it, scored 2, took a little bit of pressure off us, and then John gets in there and hits a 2-run homer, make it 4-4. I thought that was really good for us. It allowed us to kind of take a breath and catch our breath after the start that we had, which Wimberly, despite what happened, he was phenomenal getting out of that inning with only 1 run, bases loaded, nobody out. He gets the strikeout, the single, and then the double play, which the 1-2-3 double play is never easy. So that was good. But, yeah, it was odd that all of our runs were on home runs, but after the 2 runs in the off the air. But we'll take it at this point. I again, thank God they went out of the park, and because our offensive approach really needed a lot of work today.
And then last one for me, Coach. I mean, I always asking this in these tournaments, it's kind of when you get rewarded with the day off. How do you approach that going into your next game on Friday?
Well, we're going to come to practice. Days off are a little bit rare this time of year, so we're going to do something. The good thing is I think everybody gets a little bit of a mental break where you don't have to get up and get dressed because we played the 9 a.m. game and then the 1 p.m. game. So the guys were up. Today wasn't bad, but Tuesday, the 9 a.m. game, I think it was 5:45 wake up and 7:18 BP. And when was the last time anybody took BP at 7:18 in the morning? So I think the mental side of it, just to kind of take a breath and then get ready for, because starting Friday, it's on. We got to win Friday and then got to win again and win again. And so it's much needed, I think, mentally for us. And it'll give the guys in the bullpen a chance to kind of get back to full strength.
Any other questions from the Zoom?
Bubba, nothing? Andrew?
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll see you Friday.
All about my name.
There you go. Yeah.